This is April again. I just had to do a part 2 to the video. Possibly part 3 and 4 because it's not letting me do more than like 7-minute videos, so. But I was getting to the point of talking about how the twins had excelled and above what I even thought in my head that I could. And it helped me realize that I could grow more. And that was amazing because I did. I got to grow more with Jesus, and it was the best experience in my life. But me and my fiance actually did that small group together. So, because you don't want for a girl to be a leader of just guys. So, just to be clear, I would have a guy, helping me lead the small group. And I may look young, but I am 21, about to be 22, so not that young. Still young, but according to the high school students, not that young. Or, they'll call me old sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I look like I'm 16 still, so. It's a little sad sometimes, but. And sorry for the shaky video. My laptop video camera was not working and it looks way grainy, so I'm having to use my phone. But back to the point. The point of the small group would definitely be, I guess the focus. The focus would be understanding each other, but also the community. And I want for us to have a lesson each week, like a small 15-minute lesson, or 10 to 15 minutes, because it's hard to get people's attention for that long. And I want for this to be like a relaxing, talk about what you've read the week before, but I want for the first week to be reading something together. And I kind of wanted it to be Hosea, the book of Hosea, because it's so important in my life right now. I don't know why, but it's something that I feel like has been put in my path many times for me to just not to avoid. You know what I mean? It's something that keeps coming back to me, and I'm like, okay, what you trying to do here? Because it started a couple months ago whenever I went to see Redeeming Love in the movie theater, and it hit me really hard. I was like, wow, like, I have not even read that book. So then I went home that night and I read the whole book. But I don't know if you know what Hosea is, but I'll give you a short synopsis or whatever. Synopsis? Yeah, that one. Of what it's about, so that you get the gist of it, and so that you can read the book of Hosea, because it is actually very simple to read, but it's digging deep is the part that I want for my group to do. But a little short rundown of what it's about. Hosea is this farmer type guy that loves Jesus so much, but a little bit about his past. His brother lost his wife, and it was just very hard for them. And well, anyways, it just keeps going on about, how bad it was whenever the brother lost his wife, and the brother lost his love for God during that. I think a part of him may have still loved God, but it doesn't really specify. But anyways, so fast forward to Hosea's life. Hosea was just farming and everything, and he would go into town every once in a while, and like to sell things or to buy things, one or the other. But one day he went to this, like, yeah, I guess it would be like a church. I'm not 100% sure, but I get a church. But during the daytime, it just says that he had, like, fell to his knees and started praying, and he was thanking God for everything. Thank you so much for the food that you provide. Thank you so much for the water that you provide, for the wine that you provide, like all of these things. Thank you so much for keeping my brother in my life. Thank you that he comes to me. Thank you for letting me live. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have this job and all of that. And then he says, but I never really asked for anything. Is there any way that, if I had to guess, he got really nervous in this time. And you gotta remember, he's a single man. I'm not sure the age of him, but he was young. From my knowledge, he's young. I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that. But I'm guessing he was young and looking for love. So he asked God, can you send someone to love me? And someone that I can love and protect and take care of and all of that. And so he just asked God to send him a sign. Like, if this is the person that you want for me to have, send me a sign. So he goes into town, I don't know, like a couple days later, maybe a week. It doesn't really specify in the Bible. But in the movie, he goes by like literally the day later, but I don't think that that's correct. He goes into town and he lives like a very good distance from town. So like going